Happy morning, children. In the previous session, we studied about constructing a pie chart for the given data. Pie chart is used for depicting the relationship between the whole and the parts. We learned to draw the pie chart using the uh, inbuilt chart provision, inbuilt chart feature function provided in the PPT. You only filled in the data in the Excel file and that got replaced by a pie chart. You did not measure the various sector angles, central angles of the sectors representing the various categories of the data. So now here we will learn to draw on a PPT slide using the various object tools like circle, oval circle, straight lines. Using them, we will be using the ruler. The ruler is not only used for drawing straight lines, but also measuring angles, marking angles. We'll use that feature. These drawing tools, object tools, and draw a pie graph as we do it on physical paper in the examination. Okay. It is now the data is given here. The data is about number of watches sold in a year. Month wise, the quantity of watches sold is given. The data is about number of watches sold over a period of 6 months from July to December. In the month of July, 1000 watches sold. In the month of August, 1500. In the month of September, 1500. October, 2000. In the month of November, 2500. In the month of December, it is 1500. These are the number of watches. Each figure is an observation. The data is about the number of watches sold over a period of 6 months from July to December in a given year. You will have to represent it as a means of pie chart. Pie chart is used for representing the relationship between whole and the parts. Here we will treat each of the observations, that July month sales, August month sales, September month sales, December month sales, all will be sectors, and the total of all the 6 months sales will be treated as the whole. Okay, so initially we have taken like this. First we will be entering in a table the category names, which is July to December, and the number of watches sold as observations. So after entering the data, the category names July to August, December months, and the observation number of watches sold in month wise, to represent it into a pie chart, we are taking the whole watches, the number of watches sold over the period of 6 months as the whole. We are taking the total number of watches sold over the period of 6 months as the whole circle, or you can say the central angle 360 degree. Okay, so 10,000 watches sold means it is equal to 360 degree. So for one watch sold means it will be 360 divided by 10,000. This 360 divided by 10,000 upon reducing becomes 9 by 250, which is in lowest terms. One watch means 9 by 250 degrees. Okay, so now for this number of watches sold month wise, we will have to find the degree of the central angle. Okay, for all that we can calculate like this. For 1000 watches, it will be 9 by 250 one watch multiplied by 1000, which is equal to 36. Likewise, for 1500, same 9 by 250 multiplied by 1500, which is 54. That September 1500 means the same 54. December 1500 means same 54. For October, 2000 watches sold. So 9 by 250 multiplied by 2000, which is equal to 72. Okay, after calculating the central angle, the degree of the angles, the sectors, this 36 is the degree of the sector representing the July month sale. 54 is the degree of the August month sale. Okay, we will not be mentioning these figures 1000, 1500 or that. Instead we will be drawing it, and we will quote it like with a category name July, August, September, October, November, December. The sectors will be named as July, August, September, October, November, December. Depending upon the central angle of this, the sectors will be smaller or bigger, giving an idea about which is wider, which is more. Some interpretations can be made by even the layman. Pictorial representation is well understood by all rather than figure representation. So now we will have to construct it. For that, initially we will do it in edit mode. So this is the data we have. We will have to draw, construct a circle and then do it. The radius of the circle that we are going to draw should be reasonably bigger or reasonably smaller. Should be reasonable. The radius or the diameter of the circle should be reasonable. It should not be too big to causing some inconvenience in drawing it. It should not be so small to not to be seen. So I am taking a circle first. For that I am using the object, oval object here. I have drawn an oval object here, but it is not a circle. I want to make it a circle. Circle means both the diameters, vertical diameter and the horizontal diameter will be of equal length. So I am just going to format, since that picture is in selection mode. I see here the vertical height is 8.15. I am making it as a 8 centimeter, and the horizontal diameter is 5.74, which I am making as 8. See, as I adjusted this vertical and horizontal diameters, 8 centimeters are there. I have got an exact picture now. I'll take the shape fill. I'll take it as no fill. And this is what I am going to take. Now I have got a circle here. 8 centimeter diameter is. Now I'll have to find out its center, because I'll have to draw radii and then sectors, divide it into sectors. Okay, for that I want to find I'll first take a line here, straight line like this. Okay, see here, when I am just bringing it near to that, the points are seen here. See, I have drawn a line here. When I select the line here, I see that the line is not properly oriented. Yeah. Now you see the circle and the line, the horizontal diameter is there in that. Okay. I can show it in enlarged mode so that you will see it. The blue line. Okay. It is now it is exactly fitting. The horizontal diameter is there. It is a diameter now. It is not a chord now. That horizontal intercepted portion of the horizontal line is a diameter, not it. If it were somewhere above these two raised points, there. Now I'll have to draw a vertical vertical diameter, so that the vertical diameter and horizontal diameter, when they intersect, they will intersect at the center of the circle. So I am making a copy of this one, and I am going to make it rotate it about 90 degree. Rotate right 90 degree. I have rotated it to 90 degree. But now I will have to make it, I have selected it, I will have to make it move to the center of it, and I will check whether it is at exactly at the passing through the center or not. For this, no, I'll just click outside somewhere here and select the circle. On selecting the circle, the horizontal circles, the diameter, the horizontal line is a diameter to the circle. Now, if you see that vertical line, the blue line, it is little right because it is not passing through uh, the circles on the vertical marks on the circle. So I just have to move it little right. So I am just selecting these lines and then moving them little left. Yeah. Now if I select this one, you see, no, it is not still. I'll have to select the line separately and move still left. I moved it still left. When I select the circle, even now it is not there. So I'll select outside and select the line. Now it will be, I think. When I select the circle, yeah, that vertical line passes through. You can see it through the center of the circle. The point of intersection of these two are is the center. So I will have to mark it. I will mark it with a pen here. I have a pen here. I will mark it here. The dot is not exactly seen. This is the center of it. Okay, you can see it now. I can just show it, enlarge it and show it to you. Okay. So now that point is, I can just remove the vertical line. So I'll select it and delete it. I have selected and deleted the vertical line here. It's not working. Let me check why is it selected. No, the vertical line is not selected. Yeah, it is now in edit mode, no draw. I'll have to put it in this mode and then I'll select it and then remove it. And this line, whatever the length is, I can reduce its length and make it a horizontal line passing through the center, a radius or little bigger than the radius. So it is, I can make it as 5 centimeter. Now it is there, but it has to be, I'll bring it to the right of it. I'll bring it to the right of it. I can select it like this and then I can move it to right. Now okay. So the line is there. It is horizontal at 0 degree. I can check it whether it is horizontal or not. Even with the help of the scale here. I'll take the scale, rotate it like this. Now the scale is at 0 degree now, means it is horizontal. When I keep it aligned, the edge and the line both are aligned. Now to draw the first sector, which is 36-degree angle. First I am going to draw the sector corresponding to the July month. For that the angle is 36 degree. So the 36 degree angle needs to be drawn. I will have to draw one more radius here. Already there is one radius here already along the edge of the scale. I will have to draw one more radius at 36 degree. So that I will just show you how I draw it. So for this I will have to measure the angle here. I will click at the angle and then I will just rotate it in the anti-clockwise direction. The angle is increasing as you can see. When now the angle is 28 degree 31 as I rotate it using the mouse. Now it is 36 degree. There's a roller button in that, so using that I have just made it rotate. Now it is 36 degree and going to join the center to any point on the edge of the scale and the line to be drawn. I'll use the same black pen. I'm drawing it now. It is drawn. One radius is drawn now. I will have to come back to normal mode. So normal cursor is there. Now I can remove it. I can remove the scale just by clicking back. Now it is not that. Now I have to choose, select all these lines and make it a group it. Make it a group, because after making it a group, they will not move here and there. Now it is a one group. I want to tilt this group into 90 degrees, so not 90 degrees, 36 degrees, so that that black line will become horizontal. So I will just go to more rotation options. Now it is at 0 degree. I'd like to, if I am clicking the upper portion of this one, it is getting rotated. I'd like to make it as 36, because 36 was the previous angle. I have made it at 36. Now it is horizontal now, because this angle itself will show you that this one is 36 degree. This is angle rotated, that black line is now 36 degree, because this axis is at 36 degree with this axis. Okay, so this axis 36, I have rotated it, so it is there now. I will click outside. Now in this position I will have to draw another line at 36 degree. So I will just remove this one so that I can see the entire screen. I will take this ruler again, draw, take the ruler. Again I will have to draw the second one, which is 54 degree. For the month of August it is 54 degree. So this 54 degree I will have to draw after that black radius. This black radius from here I will have to draw 54 degree in this direction, anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so for that I have invoked the ruler here. It is at 36 degree. I will first make it horizontal by bringing it to 0 degree. Now it is at 0 degree. Now to make it, rotate it to this degree to 54, again I will have to click it and roll the mouse. I'm just rolling it, so it is now 48, 54. Now it is at 54 degree. After that I will just align it to, so as to draw a radius from the center to the point connecting the radius. I'll take some red color pens here. The tip of the red color pen is 0.25 only, same one, so I can take it. I'll draw the line now. I've drawn the line now. Okay, I'll come to normal mode by clicking this arrow. I can remove the ruler too. Now I have rotated the picture, so I'll have to now group it again now. So yeah, now I can group it. One big group is there. Now it is a big group now. So now that red radius needs to be horizontal at 0 degree. For that purpose, it is already selected here. I will make it more rotation option. I like to rotate clockwise by it is now at 0 degree. If you see it here, it is at 0 degree here. Okay, this needs to be changed to 54 degree. So for that I will just click the upper button. As I clicking in the degree of rotation is increasing, the figure, the entire figure, grouped figure is rotating clockwise by 4 degree. It has to be rotated to 54 degrees, so that that red line will become horizontal. I can type also. Instead of going by button, I can type it like this. So now that red line is horizontal now, I can click outside here. I can invoke the scale first. Okay. Now what I want is the next one for the month of September also it is 54 degree. Okay. The scale is ruler is already at 54 degree, set at 54 degree. I can just draw one more line. Okay. I'll take some say this blue color I am taking. I'll see thickness it is 50 mm. I'll make it 25 mm. After that I'll draw this radius. The third radius is drawn now. I can just invoke the normal cursor. After that I can just scale is back in its tool. For the month of July, August, September it is over. Coming to October it is 72 degree. Before that I'll have to group the entire pictures, the scales, everything. It is not selected completely. This dot is also removed. Circle is not selected yet. I will make it still bigger. Selection should be big. Yeah, now it is all selected. I can make it a group now. Complete group. Now it is a one group thing. In the previous one it was 54 degree. For September it should be, for October it should be 72 degree. So that green blue line to become, I like to rotate it by 54 degree. So in this one, this is rotation. Now it is showing at 50. It is that the entire picture group is at 0 degree. I like to rotate it clockwise by 54 degree. For that I can just type out whatever is there. 54 degree I can type and press enter. Now it is now rotated, that blue line has become horizontal. Okay, so it is done now. So now I can take the ruler. Ruler is 54 degree. I like to, when it is horizontal it is 0 degree, but now for the month of September it is 72. So I'll click at the degree and rotate it anti-clockwise to 72 degree. Now it is 72 degree. So I can bring the scale here. See the previous one drawn and this one both are. I can take red color. No, red is already there. I'll take this pink color. And the thickness of pink color is 50. I'll take only 25 degree. After that I will join these two lines, the center and any point on this one. I can now put it on ordinary mode. After that the scale needs to be removed. Okay. Now for the month of September it is all over. Again I will have to group the picture. I can take some point outside also. Yeah, entire picture is selected now. So I can group them into one picture. Nothing will move now. Grouped. Everything grouped now. Okay. Now I'll have to make the pink as horizontal, so as to measure the November months 2500. Okay, the 2500 has 90 degree here. Here it has 90 degree. July, August, September, October is over. Okay, this is July, this is August, this is September, this is October. For the month of October, 72 over. Now for the month of November, it should be 90 degree. So 90 degree line to this I'll have to draw. So for that I'll first take make it 90 degree. This picture needs to be made into 90 degree. I'll take it, rotate it. Okay, rotate it. More options I'll go to. In that, this one needs to be, it was 72 degree. Previously it was anti-clockwise 72. So now I am making it rotate in the clockwise direction by 72 degree. So once I do that, the pink line becomes horizontal. Okay. So now I let draw a 90-degree line here. For that I am taking the ruler. The ruler needs to be set at 90 degree. I am clicking it here and I am just making it 81, 82, 83, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90 degree. Now it is at 90 degree. I will have to put it in such a way that the edge is nearer to the center and any point on the one. Now I will have to draw the radius. I will take violet one. This violet one I am taking. I am drawing the final radius. The next one will automatically be 54 degree. So I have drawn all the sectors now. The last one sector is automatically done. And now to ensure that nothing gets in, this line is looking something like left of it. I can just move it to the left so that it is not, yeah, it is okay now. I can now select the entire picture and make it as a group so that it does not get distorted. Okay, but now it is not selected completely. I'll have to select it. Yeah, the entire picture is selected now. I'll group them as one picture now. Group. Yeah, it is now one picture group. Okay, I can rotate it because I started from this line. So this is 90 plus 54. 90 plus 54. So I will just rotate it by 90 degree first. Rotate by right 90 degree I rotated. And another 54 degree I will have to rotate it. So that that initial line becomes, yeah. Here it needs to be, rotation should be 90 plus 54, 144 should be the angle. So after doing that, that initial line arrow that initially drawn, this one is there. This is September, October, November, so I will just label them. This one, this is for the month of yeah. I'll have to make it a little smaller in size. Okay, I will first type it July. Okay, it is smaller only. This July, I'll have to make copies of it. August, September. July, August, September, and then October. October, then November, December, I like to label the sectors. That's why I have edited all this. This July needs to come here. Okay, August needs to come here. It is 54. Anti-clockwise, we have done it. September, October, November, then December. This way I will do it. Now this should not move, so I will select the entire thing. Okay, the circle is not selected. And let's select the entire thing now. Yeah, circle also selected. I'll group them as one picture. So it is one picture. I can move it anywhere here. It will not change. So this is the way I have drawn the pictograph. the sector angle, the sector area is proportionate to the figures of observations. Okay, this is how I have done it using object tools in PPT.